Okay, this is the second try. I wanted to give you a heads up on something that I learned that is very, very important. Now, I have a new blog post here that was today's content, and I want to show you something about it that's important. I think this is the right tab. Got too many tabs up, so it'll take a moment. But I am moving blog content over to this blog, and this is the actual blog post as it shows on the internet. And this is important to know. When you click on any of my pictures in the blog post, like for instance the whale here, you want to actually see that it's actually inside of this blog. It needs to be in the media files of this blog, which this one is, as you can see by looking up here. This is the actual WordPress blog media file that is in. What a lot of people don't know, and it's important not to do, is you don't want to copy and paste content from another blog and then find out that it's still referring back to that other blog. Now, my intention is once I've moved all of my content, it is the blog itself that it came from is no longer going to exist. So what you get when you use a picture that you had from another blog post, if you don't do this, you will get 401 errors. That means that it cannot be found. Content can't be found, blog posts can't be found. That is not a good thing. You don't want that. So what you can do instead is that if this was the blog post from the old blog, I would actually right click on this picture. I would save it into my hard drive, which I've already done this, and then you need to upload it again and post it inside as if it's a brand new picture in the very same place where the old picture was. Now, in this case, I don't need to do this. I already have. But that is what you want to do. You're going to save it first from the old blog, upload it again into the correct blog, the brand new blog. Make sure that it is pointing only to the media file of this particular blog post inside the media file that is part of the blog. In other words, every single person has their own media file where pictures can be uploaded to. And when there are multiple pictures inside of a blog, it's very important that they are in the correct place. Now, when it comes to working with video like this, obviously that can be installed by simply using the URL link from that video. And this is actually not hosted right inside of the blog. It is hosted in this particular case, this is a Wistia file that I have because I have Wistia hosting. And so this video is actually housed, hosted or housed inside of Wistia. And each Wistia video has its own space. And so even with that, if you've done that already in an old blog and you want to make sure that the new blog has, that this is not going to just be referring to the old blog, but to the new content is always completely clean right here inside of this content, you can do this. You simply open it up in a new window with your Wistia, and it will pull up the page where that blog lives, where that video lives. And then that video link is up here that you grab to put inside of your blog. So I hope this has been helpful. I know this sounds a little technical, but if anybody is, and I know a lot of people are, moving their blog content from an old blog to a new blog, You want to make sure, even if you've done it in mass, a large hunk of it at once, you still have to individually go to each blog post and make sure that your content is actually in the right place and it's actually pointing to the right place. If you don't do that, you could have a lot of errors, a lot of broken links, and that is not a good thing. You don't want that. You're going to have problems if you have that, because the majority of those links are going to cause people to go away. It's going to cause Google to kind of discredit your blog, and you don't want that. So make sure you take that time to do that. Make sure all your links are pointing in the right place. Any content such as a video needs to actually be inside your blog post, and it cannot be an embed. If you want to learn how to do it correctly, I did a post on that, and I'll include that today in the blog post so that you can get to that other content that tells how to actually embed a video, either a YouTube or a Wistia, onto your blog post so that it looks nice. This looks really nice. It fills the space. It looks fun, and I've already gotten some great comments that people really enjoyed this piece of content that I did. So you want to make sure all of your content is actually where it's supposed to be. Now, if you have brand new pictures and you have brand new video, you don't have that problem. But it's all about whether you are going to host it inside of your new blog. Hope this has been helpful, and hopefully this took this time. We'll talk to you in a bit.